Midnight spills across the freeway like silver water. Streetlights blurring to long ribbons of gold. The city's fading slowly in my rearview mirror, but your memory keeps riding in the passenger seat. My hands rest easy on the steering wheel, windows down, letting the cool air rush in. The radio hums an old familiar melody, one we used to sing with nowhere to be. Downtown disappears behind distant headlights, the skyline shrinking into scattered stars. Every exit sign carries a different memory, every empty lane reminds me of us. Tonight the road feels endless beneath me, stretching farther than my thoughts can reach. And somewhere between freedom and loneliness, I'm still searching for the peace you left behind. The night keeps whispering my name through the wind and the engine's sound, and for a moment I forget what I'm trying to leave behind. Midnight on the freeway, just me and the city breathing in the dark, chasing all memories beneath the moonlight, following roads that lead back to my heart. Midnight on the freeway, headlights dancing like dreams in the distance. I'm learning that sometimes letting go is just another way of finding peace. Of finding peace. 2 in the morning always feels different, like the whole world slows down long enough to think. The buildings glow blue against the horizon, reflections shimmering on rain-soaked streets. I remember the nights we drive for hours, talking about futures we couldn't yet see. Back when love felt like an open highway, and forever seemed just one turn away. But tonight the silence doesn't hurt as much, there's comfort hidden inside the quiet now. The road ahead isn't asking for answers, only for the courage to keep moving forward. Maybe healing looks like this sometimes, an empty freeway beneath the sky full of stars, learning to make peace with the memories without asking them to stay forever. The city fades behind me, but the night keeps holding me close. And somewhere between the darkness and dawn, I think I'm finally letting go. Midnight on the freeway, just me and the city breathing in the dark, chasing all memories beneath the moonlight, following roads that lead back to my heart. Midnight on the freeway, headlights dancing like dreams in the distance. I'm learning that sometimes letting go is just another way of finding peace. Maybe freedom isn't running away, maybe it's driving through the silence, windows down, heart open, finally at peace with where you've been. Midnight on the freeway, the skyline fading into the morning sky. The memories still right beside me, but they don't weigh me down anymore. Midnight on the freeway, the road keeps going, and for the first time in a while, so do I. The moon hangs low, the engine hums, and somewhere beyond the city lights, I find myself again. The city's glowing blue beneath the midnight clouds. Neon signs flicker across the windshield like old memories. I've been driving with no destination in mind, just following the rhythm of the road and the sound of the tires. Your favorite song comes floating through the speakers, soft enough to make the silence feel alive again. For a second I swear I can still feel your hand in mine, resting on the console like you never left. The streets are empty except for scattered headlights, moving like distant stars across the avenue. I passed the diner where we'd stop after midnight, laughing about things that don't matter anymore. The city keeps changing colors around me, red to gold, gold to blue, blue to black. But every light somehow reminds me of you, of nights that disappear too quickly. The road stretches farther than I can see, and the sky feels close enough to touch. Some memories fade with time. Your still glows in neon, neon lights in your touch, still dancing in my mind at 2 in the morning. The city moves, but part of me stays behind, lost somewhere between the lights and the longing. Neon lights in your touch, like a dream reflected on the window glass. I keep driving through the night, trying to outrun a feeling that moves just as fast. There's freedom hidden in these empty highways, in the spaces between one street and the next. Tonight I'm learning how to sit with the silence without filling it with all the words I never said. The moon follows me from rooftop to rooftop, keeping pace with every thought inside my head. And somewhere in the distance, dawn is waiting, patiently pulling the darkness apart. I think about how we used to chase the skyline, convinced we'd never run out of time. Back when the future looked endless in your eyes, and every turn felt like the beginning of something. Now I'm just another car beneath the city lights, carrying old stories through unfamiliar streets. But the ache in my chest feels softer tonight, like peace is finally catching up to me. The engine hums beneath my thoughts, the night air rushes through the windows, and somewhere between memory and morning, I'm learning to let go. Neon lights in your touch, still dancing in my mind at 2 in the morning. The city moves, but part of me stays behind, lost somewhere between the lights and the longing. Neon lights in your touch, like a dream reflected on the window glass. I keep driving through the night, trying to outrun a feeling that moves just as fast. Maybe some people become part of the scenery, like street lights on familiar roads, always there, even when you stop looking for them. Neon lights in your touch, fading slowly as the sky begins to change. The memories are still with me, but they don't hurt the way they used to. Neon lights in your touch, the city keeps shining, and somehow so do I. The horizon brightens, the radio fades, and somewhere beyond the neon glow, I find a little peace. Two in the morning, the boulevard is breathing, traffic lights blinking red into the empty streets. I'm cruising past familiar corners with the windows down, letting the cold air pull old thoughts from my head. The city looks different when nobody's watching, like it's keeping secrets from the daylight. Your favorite station fades in and out of static, sending pieces of you through the speakers. The skyline glows beneath the restless moon, reflections dancing on the hood of my car. I passed the gas station where we'd stop for coffee, talking about dreams bigger than these roads. Now every green light feels like a question, every red light gives me too much time to think. And somewhere between the miles and the memories, I'm still trying to figure out what we became. The radio keeps searching for a clear connection, just like my heart keeps searching for you. Some signals disappear into the night, some never really leave. These are the 2 a.m. signals, lost between the stars and the city glow. Your voice echoes to the static, calling from a place I can't let go. These are the 2 a.m. signals, midnight messages floating through the dark. I'm driving through old memories, trying to find where they end and where I start. There's freedom in these empty highways, but loneliness rides in the passenger seat. The moon follows me through every neighborhood, like it knows exactly where I've been. I remember the nights we'd drive for hours, chasing skylines we could never reach. Back when forever sounded believable, back when your hand fit perfectly in mine. The road stretches farther than my headlights reach, and for the first time that doesn't scare me. Maybe peace isn't forgetting the people you love, maybe it's carrying them without the weight. Tonight the city feels softer, somehow it's like a place to escape, and more like home. And somewhere between midnight and sunrise, I'm finally learning to be alone. The engine hums like a quiet prayer, the stars blur past above me, and somewhere in the silence I hear myself again. These are the 2 a.m. signals, lost between the stars and the city glow. Your voice echoes through the static, calling from a place I can't let go. These are the 2 a.m. signals, midnight messages floating through the dark. I'm driving through old memories, trying to find where they end and where I start. Maybe every heartbreak leaves a frequency behind, a hidden station that only plays after midnight, when the city sleeps and the soul starts talking. These are the 2 a.m. signals, fading softly as the morning sky arrives. The memories still follow me, but they don't control the road anymore. These are the 2 a.m. signals, and somewhere beyond the static, I'm finally finding my own way home. The night grows quiet, the highway opens up, and somewhere between the stars and sunrise, the signal clears. The city wears midnight like a velvet jacket, street lights melting into rivers of gold. I'm taking a long way down the coastline highway, windows down, letting the night pour in. Your old playlist hums softly through the speakers, every song carrying pieces of our story. The dashboard glows against my hands, while memories drift like smoke in the dark. We've used to drive with nowhere to be, just chasing skylines and empty conversations. You rest your head against the window half asleep, watching the moon race us between the buildings. Back then the road felt endless beneath us, like love could stretch farther than the horizon. Now it's just me and the echo of your laughter, still riding somewhere in the silence. Every mile pulls me farther away, but my heart keeps turning around. Funny how freedom can feel lonely when you're leaving someone behind. I'm cruising through your life, the streets that still remember your name. Headlights cutting through the darkness, trying to outrun the ghost we made. Cruising through your love with the city, breathing underneath the stars. Somewhere between longing and letting go, I'm finding out who I really are. It's almost 3 and the skyline is fading, blue neon dissolving into the night sky. I stop at the overlook where we'd sit for hours, talking about dreams we'd never admit out loud. The wind feels colder without you beside me, but somehow it also feels honest, like the night is teaching me a lesson about how some roads are meant to be traveled alone. I start the engine and keep moving forward, watching the city disappear in my mirror. The ache is still there, quiet but familiar, like an old song I don't mind hearing anymore. Maybe peace isn't forgetting the feeling of your love, maybe it's learning to carry it differently. And maybe these empty roads aren't taking me away from you, maybe they're bringing me back to myself. The moon hangs low above the freeway, the radio fades into static, and somewhere between midnight and dawn I finally exhale. I'm cruising through your love, through streets that still remember your name. Headlights cutting through the darkness, trying to outrun the ghost we made. Cruising through your love with the city, breathing underneath the stars. Somewhere between longing and letting go, I'm finding out who I really are. Maybe every love leaves a map behind, maybe every love leaves a map behind, maybe every love leaves a map behind. A trail of street lights, late night songs, and memories glowing in the rearview mirror. Cruising through your life, but the road ahead doesn't scare me anymore. The city still whispers your name sometimes, yet my heart is learning a different language. Cruising through your love, the night keeps moving, and for the first time I'm moving with it. The horizon softens, the engine hums, and somewhere beyond the city lights I find a little peace. Yeah. 11:30 and the skyline's on fire, neon reflections sliding across the hood. I'm drifting through downtown with one hand on the wheel, the other tracing memories I should've let go of. Your voice still lingers in the speakers somehow, hidden between the bass and the static. You used to tell me forever like you believed it, under these same city lights we're passing now. The traffic moves like rivers in the distance, Red and white streams cutting through the dark. I remember your silhouette against the window, the way you smile when we miss our exit on purpose. Back then, every wrong turn felt romantic, like we'd always find our way back home. Funny how love can sound so certain at midnight, then disappear with the morning. The streets remember everything, even the promises we couldn't keep. And tonight the moon keeps asking questions that I still can't answer. City lights, soft lights, shining on the memories we left behind. You said we last forever, but forever changed its mind. City lights, soft lights, reflections dancing in my tired eyes. I'm still driving through the echoes, trying to separate the truth from goodbye. It's almost 2 and the avenues are quieter now, the nightlight fading into scattered headlights. I stopped at the corner where we used to talk for hours, watching strangers disappear into the dark. The wind slips through the open windows, carrying pieces of songs we used to love. And for the first time in a while, I don't chase the memories, I just let them ride beside me. Maybe you meant every word when you said it. Maybe people change faster than promises do. Maybe some hearts are only meant to pass through each other, leaving traces that time can't completely erase. The city keeps glowing beneath the stars above me, unbothered by all the stories it holds. And somewhere between heartbreak and healing, I'm learning that not every ending needs a villain. The night stretches farther ahead and the road keeps pulling me forward. What we lost still hurts sometimes, but it doesn't own me anymore. Lights, soft lights, shining on the memories we left behind. You said we last forever, but forever changed its mind. Reflections dancing in my tired eyes. I'm still driving through the echoes, trying to separate the truth from goodbye. Maybe the city isn't lonely, maybe it just carries too many stories, too many promises, too many people learning how to let go. Tells me where to go. City lights, soft lights. The night keeps moving, and at last, so do I. The skyline disappears, the engine hums softly, and somewhere between midnight and morning, peace finds me on the road. Quarter past midnight, I'm crossing the bridge again. Street lights painting gold lines on the water below. The windows are down, the cold air rushing in, carrying the sound of the city through my thoughts. The radio plays a song we used to love, that same slow melody from summers ago. For a moment it feels like you're still beside me, laughing at the way I miss every turn. The skyline stretches endlessly in front of me, glass towers glowing against the dark blue sky. I've got nowhere to be and all night to get there. Just me, the road, and the memories in between. Somewhere distance a train disappears, its whistle fading into the quiet night. And for the first time in a long time, being alone doesn't feel like losing. The wind keeps whispering through the open car, telling me to leave the past where it belongs. Tonight I'm finally listening. Windows down, heart open, driving through the night with nothing left to hide. The city keeps glowing around me while old memories drift with the tide. Windows down, heart open, letting the darkness carry away the weight. I'm learning that freedom sometimes sounds like silence, and peace can arrive late. And peace can arrive late. It's almost 3 and the streets are nearly empty, just scattered headlights moving through the dark. I passed the diner where we'd stop after midnight, talking about dreams bigger than ourselves. Back then the future felt close enough to touch, like we had all the time in the world. Now those conversations live in the rearview mirror, soft echoes fading farther behind. The moon follows me from one neighborhood to the next, like an old friend making sure I get home. I realize that healing isn't forgetting, it's carrying the memories without letting them steer. Maybe every heartbreak leaves a scar on the map, a place you'll revisit until it stops hurting. And maybe tonight is the first night I'm driving past it instead of turning back. The road opens wider ahead of me, and the horizon feels less distant now. I breathe in the night air and let go. Windows down, heart open, driving through the night with nothing left to hide. The city keeps glowing around me while old memories drift with the tide. Windows down, heart open, letting the darkness carry away the weight. I'm learning that freedom sometimes sounds like silence, and peace can arrive late. Peace can arrive late. Maybe the road was never meant to take me back. Maybe it was always meant to carry me forward, past the longing, past the sadness, into something softer. Windows down, heart open, the first colors of morning touching the sky. The city is waking up behind me, and something inside me is waking too. Windows down, heart open, the night is ending, but the feeling of freedom is just beginning. The bridge disappears behind me, the radio fades, and somewhere between the stars and sunrise, I find my peace. Midnight settles gently on the boulevard, streetlights stretching like gold across the pavement. I've been driving for hours with your address in my mind, following the glow of a city that never sleeps. The windows are down, the night air is cool, carrying fragments of songs from passing cars. Somewhere beyond these endless intersections, you're waiting beneath the same moonlight. The dashboard shines softly against my hands, a radio playing feels like a dream in the distance. Buildings rising and falling with the road. And tonight the whole city feels like a memory, leading me back to your door. The stars keep moving above me, the engine keeps humming below, and my heart keeps whispering your name into the silence of the road. It's a slow ride to you, the neon skies and midnight avenues. Every mile carries a piece of my heart, every turn brings me closer to the truth. It's a slow ride to you, with the city glowing silver and blue. The night feels endless in this moment, and all I want is to arrive where you are. 2 in the morning and the streets are quiet, and now the rush of the city fading into soft echoes. I passed the old cinema where we'd spend our weekends, laughing as we walked beneath the glowing signs. Those memories drift beside me like headlights, appearing for a moment then disappearing again. But tonight they don't make me sad, they remind me how beautiful it was to feel. The road opens wide along the waterfront, moonlight dancing across the dark ways below. For the first time in a while, I'm not chasing the past, I'm simply letting the night carry me forward. Maybe love is like these endless highways, sometimes you lose your way, sometimes you find it again. And maybe peace is knowing that no matter the distance, some hearts still feel like home. The city breeze around me, the horizon slowly changes color, and somewhere between midnight and dawn, I feel closer to myself. It's a slow ride to you, the neon skies and midnight avenues. Every mile carries a piece of my heart, every turn brings me closer to the truth. It's a slow ride to you, with the city glowing silver and blue. The night feels endless in this moment, and all I want is to arrive where you are. Maybe the destination was never the point, maybe it was always about the quiet moments, the songs, the memories, the feeling of being alive beneath the stars. It's a slow ride to you, as the first light touches the skyline ahead. The city is waking, the darkness is fading, but the feeling remains. It's a slow ride to you, and somewhere on this road, between the moon and the morn, I find my peace. The engine hums softly, the sky turns gold, and the night carries me home. Two 2:30 in the morning, crossing empty avenues, the city wearing silver underneath the clouds. Moonlight spills across the dashboard, soft and blue, turning ordinary moments into memories somehow. I've got one hand on the wheel, one thought on my mind, your voice drifting through the static of the radio. Every street I pass carries pieces of our story, like the night itself refuses to let us go. The traffic lights blink like distant stars, painting red and gold across the hood. I remember the nights we'd drive without a destination, getting lost just because we could. Back then the world felt wide and endless, like the horizon belonged to us alone. Now it's just me, the road, and the silence, learning how to make loneliness feel like home. The moon keeps following my headlights, the wind keeps pulling at my sleeves, and somewhere in the middle of this darkness, I'm finding pieces of myself again. Moonlight on the dashboard, shining through the memories we left behind. The city fades into the distance, but your shadow still crosses my mind. Moonlight on the dashboard, guiding me through streets I've always known. Somewhere between freedom and longing, I'm learning how to be alone. 3 in the morning always feels cinematic, like the whole world pauses long enough to breathe. The skyline reflects on the river beside me, breaking into fragments with every passing wave. I pull over at the overlook we used to love, where we sit for hours talking about forever. Tonight is quiet except for the sound of the wind, and somehow the silence doesn't hurt anymore. Maybe healing isn't forgetting someone's laughter, maybe it's remembering without falling apart. Maybe peace is driving through familiar streets and realizing they belong to you again. The road ahead disappears into the darkness before the first time. I'm not afraid of what's next. I've spent so long looking back in the mirror that I almost forgot to watch the sunrise. The city sleeps beneath the stars, and the night wraps around my thoughts. I take a deep breath and keep moving forward. Moonlight on the dashboard, shining through the memories we left behind. The city fades into the distance, but your shadow still crosses my mind. Moonlight on the dashboard, guiding me through streets I've always known. Somewhere between freedom and longing, I'm learning how to be alone. Maybe every road carries an old version of us, the people we were, the dreams we had, the love we thought would last forever. Moonlight on the dashboard, fading softly as the morning sky appears. The memories are still riding beside me, but they no longer steer. Moonlight on the dashboard, the city wakes behind me, and somewhere ahead, peace is waiting. The horizon brightens, the engine hums, and somewhere between midnight and sunrise, I finally let go. .45, the city glows electric blue. Street lights bleeding into the rain on the windshield. I'm taking the long road past the places we used to know. It's your favorite station humming through the speakers. The signal breaks, then finds itself again. Like my heart every time your memory appears. Outside outside, the skyline flickers in the distance. Inside, I'm still chasing the sound of us. The freeway stretches underneath the moonlight, silver lines disappearing into the dark. I remember your hand tapping softly to the rhythm, your voice turning ordinary nights into something sacred. Back then, every song sounded like forever. Every mile felt like the start of a story. Now the city's rushing past my window, and I'm somewhere between missing you and moving on. Static in the speakers, you ghost in every melody. No matter where I drive tonight, I keep finding your frequency. I'm lost in your frequency, somewhere between midnight and memory. Your voice still echoes through the silence, like a station I can't leave behind. Lost in your frequency, with the skyline fading into dawn. I keep turning the dial, searching for peace, but somehow it always leads back to you. 2:30 and the city feels weightless, as if the whole world forgot to make a sound. The neon signs blur into rivers of color, reflecting across the hood of my car. I pull over by the waterfront for a minute, watching the moon shatter against the waves. The air is cold, but it clears my thoughts, carrying away things I never learned to say. Maybe love is just another frequency, sometimes crystal clear, sometimes fading into static. Maybe some people become songs inside us, playing long after they've gone away. Tonight I'm learning not to fight the memories, just to let them drift in, drift out. And somewhere between the longing and the silence, I can finally hear myself again. The stars are slowly disappearing, morning is waiting just beyond the hills. I take a breath and keep driving, lost in your frequency, somewhere between midnight and memory. Your voice still echoes through the silence, like a station I can't leave behind. Lost in your frequency, the skyline fading into dawn. I keep turning the dial, searching for peace, but somehow it always leads back to you. Maybe healing isn't changing the station, maybe it's learning to listen without breaking apart. Every time your favorite song comes on, lost in your frequency, but the signal isn't as strong as it used to be. The city still carries your echoes, yet my heart is finally finding its own rhythm. Lost in your frequency, the night keeps moving, and somewhere past the static, I'm finding my way home. The radio fades, the horizon glows, and somewhere between the last song and sunrise, I find a little peace. Three in the morning on Sunset Lane, the city's half asleep. Neon reflections sliding across the asphalt like dreams. The windows are down, cool air filling the silence, and the skyline stretches endlessly ahead of me. The radio plays an old song we used to love, its melody floating somewhere between memory and smoke. Every street light flashes across the dashboard like pieces of a life I haven't fully let go of. I pass the corner cafe where we stay too late, talking about places we never seen. Back then the future felt close enough to like we could outrun time if we drove fast enough. Now the city's humming in the language I barely recognize, and I'm learning how to listen to it alone. Somewhere between these empty roads and sleepless thoughts, I'm trying to remember who I was before the goodbye. The moon hangs low above the rooftops, the night wraps itself around my shoulders, and for the first time in a while, the silence feels gentle. After hours on Sunset Lane, I'm chasing peace through the city lights. Headlights painting stories on the pavement, old memories fading into the night. After hours on Sunset Lane, freedom and longing riding side by side. The road keeps unfolding before me, and for once I'm not afraid of where it leads. For once I'm not afraid of where it leads. The boulevard opens up beside the ocean, moonlight breaking into silver on the waves. I slow down just to watch the reflections move, like the world is breathing in slow motion. There's something beautiful about being awake when everyone else has already gone home. The loneliness feels different after midnight, less like emptiness, more like space to heal. I think about the nights we disappear for hours, taking wrong turns just to keep the conversation going. Those memories still follow me through the city, but they don't ache the way they used to. Maybe time doesn't erase the people we love, maybe it simply softens the